Yo, whether you watching from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, moviepilot.com, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just saw Star Trek Beyond. It's the third movie in the Star Trek reboot series, which also includes Star Trek the 2009 reboot and Star Trek Into Darkness, which came out in 2013. And it stars Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, Carl Urban, John Cho, Simon Pegg, Anton Yelchin, Sophia Boutella from Kingsman: The Secret Service, and Idris Elba. And it's directed by Justin Lin, who directed Annapolis, I think, with Jordana Brewster, Tyrese, James Franco, and he did every Fast and Furious movie from Tokyo Drift to Fast and Furious 6. And I swear, like, he only gets credit for Fast 5 and 6. He doesn't get no credit for Tokyo Drift, which is highly underrated, and Fast and Furious, which brought the original crew back together. If you want a shout out in either my review for Bad Moms or Jason Bourne next weekend, whatever I see first, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. You got the Enterprise, the whole crew, Kirk, Spock, Uhura, Bones, Scotty, etc., Chekhov, Sulu, etc. Kirk and Spock are both going through their own separate personal dilemmas, rethinking things, prioritizing, whatever. And then basically, Kirk gets asked to do a good deed when they make a pit stop, and all hell breaks loose. They're asked to do a good deed. The villain, Idris Elba, finds them for some reason, and they have something on board that he wants, and it's up to them to save the galaxy, save the universe, save all their Starship crew members, their Enterprise Federation crew members, and you have your movie. First, man, I love this cast. I love the chemistry that the cast has. Talking to Spock, man, Spock, Vulcan, like he's like talking to a wall. Somehow the way that him and Chris Pine play off each other is great, man. And then Bones, man, Bones was funny in this movie. Like he's had his moments in the first two movies, but I don't know, like Bones had a lot of the funny lines in this movie. I'ma always love Zoe Saldana. I like whether she's blue in Avatar, green in Guardians of the Galaxy, or whether she's whether she's in this Death at a Funeral, The Losers, whatever, man. Like I love Zoe Saldana, and just like the script, man. Like this movie, it wasn't so funny that it was like a sci-fi comedy like Galaxy Quest or anything, but it was funny enough that that like Simon Pegg had a strong hand in writing this movie. I just laughed, I think, a lot more than I thought I was going to. Obviously, R.I.P. Anton Yelchin, man. Like his shit was tragic. Every time he was on screen, man, I swear it was like a gut punch. Like, man, like it's like good on Paramount, good on J.J. Abrams, Bad Robot, that they're not gonna recast Chekhov or replace his character. I don't know what they're gonna do for Star Trek 4. I'm pretty sure Pine and Quinto are signed on. I know they're signed on, and they announced like a week or two ago that Chris Hemsworth is gonna come back as Kirk's dad. But the rest of the crew, they'll sign on eventually. And I say by 2020 at the latest we'll get Star Trek 4. Somebody has to take Chekhov's position, but they're not gonna recast his character, which is cool. And it was like a gut punch knowing, like, man, this is the last time we're gonna see Anton Yelchin in a Star Trek movie. I guess they announced a few weeks ago that Sulu's gay. I mean, okay, I don't care either way. It didn't majorly affect the movie. It's one brief moment of a scene. Cool. Like some people, George Takei, the original Sulu, disapproved. I mean, in the end, who cares? It's not like because Sulu's gay, the villain has the upper hand. Like it didn't affect the plot. It was just one scene to acknowledge a little backstory in who this version of Sulu is. And we pressed on. It's cool. It's fine. Man, Sulu for real. Like Sulu has had like real dope moments in all three movies. Man, he's for real rivaling Harold from Harold and Kumar and MILF guy from the American Pie series is my favorite John Cho character, man. Idris Elba, man. Anybody that's seen The Wire knows Idris Elba can play a bad guy. And in the they build him up in the trailers with Zoe Saldana told him, he was like, my captain is gonna come for us. He said, I'm counting on it. You know, I can't do that voice for shit, but that's the weak ass impression that I could put together on the spot. He's not better than Nero. He's not better than Khan, but they're not better than him either. Like, I love all three villains of this series, and all their motivations are so clear, and that's what makes all three of these villains super dope. That once their motivations are really put out there, I mean, he's kind of going about it in a messed up way, but you see where he's coming from. And the same with Idris Elba, man. I love his character's origin and what got him to where he is when we meet him, and all the way, all the way through to the end. Like, he could be one of the best villains all year, in my opinion. Speaking of Khan, there's no reference to Khan or to Benedict Cumberbatch or Alice Eve's character, but at the same time, they weren't necessary. There wasn't any reason for them to be included. What's her name? Marcus. Alice Eve's character was named Marcus, and then Khan is frozen or whatever, so they can, like, when he's done or when he gets a break from making Marvel movies, they can just insert him into like whatever sequel they want to, as well as Alice Eve. Like, they could pop up in the next movie. Oh, she was here during their 5-year trip or whatever, and now she's back. Whatever. They weren't necessary, so it's like it wasn't a takeaway that they weren't mentioned in Star Trek Beyond. I don't have any complaints, but I had concerns, man. Everybody knows J.J. Abrams stepped down to do Force Awakens. I think he made the right call. And Justin Lin stepped in, and having predominantly done Fast and Furious movies, it's kind of a little different genre, you know what I mean? And then everybody bugged out about this first trailer. Oh, why are they playing Beastie Boys music? Oh, why is Kirk on a motorcycle? Bruh, every concern that every Trekkie, Star Trek geek, whoever wanted to criticize when that initial trailer came out, everything you complained about is pivotal to the movie and pushes the movie forward and pushes the plot and story forward. And that's where we want to go. And it's all utilized, in my opinion, in a great way. I don't, off top of my head, have my favorite movies of 2009, favorite movies of 2013 lists in my head. But just know, the first two movies in the reboot series were some of my favorite movies of their respective years. And Star Trek Beyond is no different, man. In my opinion, Star Trek Beyond is dope as fuck. For some time, I think within the past year and a half, I did my favorite trilogies, and I should have waited, because I love this Star Trek reboot series. All three movies are real solid. People shit on Into Darkness for whatever reason. It's Wrath of Khan 2.0 or whatever. It's a Wrath of Khan rehash. I don't care. I really dug Into Darkness. I'm pretty sure it was like top 3, top 4 of 2013 for me. And then Star Trek 09 was... Star Trek 09, like I said, I never put a list together for 09 because I wasn't doing videos then, but it was easily top 3, if not higher. I don't really remember 09 like that. I love Sherlock Holmes. I loved Avatar. I love Star Trek. I actually want to put lists together on my IMDb profile of past years and my top movies. That's another video. Did you see Star Trek Beyond? What did you think about it? Where do you rank it among the reboot trilogy? Not all 12, 13, 14 Star Trek movies. Just the reboot trilogy, the Chris Pine-led Star Trek movies. The Bad Robot produced Star Trek movies, if you will. If you want that shout out in either one of my reviews next week, just guess, where is Star Trek Beyond gonna place at the weekend box office, and where is Ice Age Collision Course gonna place at the box office? Ice Age could be anywhere. I don't see how Star Trek doesn't make a lot of money, but Ice Age could make a lot of money, or audiences could be tired of it, so it could flop. I don't know. Get both of those right. Like Star Trek 1, Ice Age 4, Ice Age 1, Star Trek 3, whatever. Get them right. Be the first to get them right. And get it before the results come out. You get a shout out next weekend. Tag me in your ticket stubs no matter what you watching. Ice Age, Star Trek, Secret Life of Pets, Mike and Dave, Ghostbusters, etc. Whatever social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That's where I'm at. Y'all know where to find me. Now that I've seen Star Trek, I can do my 10 favorite Zoe Saldana movies. Stay tuned for that. Check out my recent Blu-ray collection update. That's posted. Everything I've said, I recently posted reviews for. Tomorrow, I'm going to see Ice Age Collision Course. I kind of want to see Nerve. I kind of want to skip it. I'll probably skip it, so don't hold your breath for a Nerve review. Next weekend, Bad Moms, Jason Bourne. The week after that, well, August 2nd, The Killing Joke comes on Blu-ray because I live in a small town. I'm not going to get to see the exclusive theatrical release. So I'm going to review The Killing Joke in the middle of the first week of August. Then Suicide Squad comes out. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Peace.